Didn't they make the Journey? Oh no.
It's on DS, Game Boy, PlayStation, PSP.
Did you already start recording?
Xbox.
Yeah, I just started.
Okay. Anyways, let's
introduce yourselves.
Yeah.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Jeremy.
This is Anthony.
And you're watching Disney Channel.
Watching the Aimless podcast.
Episode 1.
Episode uno.
I thought this was 2. What the fuck?
No,
Episode
the first
1
one
was episode 0. Episode pilot.
It's fucking retarded, you guys.
0 is a pilot.
And so is Kingdom
See, you have a
Hearts.
pilot, and then you have the first episode.
Yeah, I guess.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Family Guy, they had a pilot. Oh, yeah, the first episode.
I like how you point the Family Guy and being the pilot, being the golden standard for it.
Listen, dude. Wait, listen. We're talking TV shows. We're talking Family Guy.
No. MASH.
I don't know what MASH is.
MASH is like one of the greatest.
Okay, but
watched
Family Guy.
No. MASH. You gotta watch it. It's 11 seasons.
Okay,
of pure fucking
but you
bliss.
know what MASH is. Jeremy does not know what MASH is. I do not know what MASH is.
Look.
I know what Family Guy is. Jeremy knows what Family Guy is. And you know what Family Guy is. So clearly one TV show is above the other.
You watched MASH, dude? It's really good.
Guys, whenever Peter Griffin's fighting Donald Trump, I laughed.
Is that
That
funny.
Is that
was
a thing?
comedy.
It's funny.
Yeah,
Is that a thing?
It's a thing.
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
It was his name. RJ sent it to me.
Of course he did.
I did not laugh once.
Come on, dude. But he's fighting Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's funny because he's a bad guy. Because he's racist, guys.
He's a bad guy.
Isn't that funny?
He's a bad guy.
He's such a bad guy.
He's Donald Trump. He has that weird hair.
And when Donald Trump kicks down Obama's picture and then Peter Griffin puts it back up and kisses it, I laughed. Because I agree with it.
That really happened?
Yeah, that's
See,
really
I
happened.
stopped questioning because this is too specific for him to make it up. He's not that good at it. Not on the spot.
I mean...
This is too specific to be made up.
I mean...
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Nobody can make this up on the spot. I wish you could, though.
That's
Because
true.
then this wouldn't be real.
Okay, so I watched the first hour of Kingdom Hearts 3 Let's Play. Right?
We're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
The first thing that I need to ask Anthony here, the Kingdom Hearts expert.
I've played every game. to
Every
completion.
game. What a loser.
Hey, you know what? I started when I was like fucking 8 or some shit. You know, I might as well finish it.
Yeah.
I am
That's
20
what-
now.
that's what-
Put that into perspective.
that's
How long
what-
have I been waiting?
That's what cocaine users say.
Yeah.
They start one line, they're like, listen, I gotta do all the cocaine in the world. Like,
sometimes you just gotta finish the 8 ball before you get out of the van.
That's what Ruby fans say.
that's the truth. It's the truth.
Okay. So,
Anyway,
good
so
question.
Anyways,
the
Kingdom
first
Hearts.
hour, right? I only watched the first hour because I got bored. but-
Understandable if you don't know the story.
Okay. I feel like even with knowing the story,
You could absolutely get bored if you're not.
it was
into
still nonsensical.
Oh,
Because,
it probably was.
Okay, but probably.
Sora, like, what is he? He, like, loses his heart or something?
Lose the soul.
What do you mean?
In the very beginning.
And every
the
heart
first game?
returned from whence it
No,
came.
I'm talking about Kingdom Hearts 3. He, like, can't use his powers or something.
No, because he lost
Oh.
his memory, right?
See, so how they bring him back down to like level 1, if you will, in every game is he goes into like a coma or he gets very badly hurt at the previous game, so that he basically just resets all his
Does
strength.
this happen in all the main games or every single game?
They have different ways of explaining it in each game. So the first game to the second game, what happens is he goes into a coma and they take apart his memories, so that in the second game he wakes up after a couple years.
His chain of memories?
You're not wrong. That actually takes place between 1 and 2. Chain of Memories is when he is in
That was
Castle
a joke.
Oblivion.
I didn't think it was actually.
Oh, you're not far off. So that's when he's in Castle Oblivion.
Chain of Memories.
That is the card game. Let me tell you what. That game is way too fucking long. Way too fucking long. Okay, so to answer your question, yes. He goes through a transition of, like something happens to him and his powers basically reset. So, how he got there at the beginning of 3, he would have to play the game 3D, which is Dream Drop Distance. And what happens there is at the end of the game, he's almost taken and he's almost defeated by the darkness. He's almost engulfed by it. But he's saved by Riku, who goes in and dives into the abyss to bring him back out. In this process, he loses the ability. It's called the. Fuck. It's.
Alright.
Alright.
I don't care that much. However,
I could keep going.
yeah, stop.
We can't.
Power of
we don't
Waking,
want
that's
you
what it
to.
was.
Power of Waking. Oh, there you go. I remember that.
So at the end of that.
But the problem is he identifies what's wrong with him within like the first like 5 minutes
Yes.
of the game, right?
Yeah.
And then
The whole game is about him trying to get that power back
But why?
because he needs it in order to go.
But why
back
erase his
into-
memories in the first to begin with?
This one didn't erase his memories. This one only took away his power.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, they identify, yes, he is now weaker again. He's, back to the basics. He still has some of his abilities, but he doesn't have the same strength. And that's the whole point of the game, just leveling him back up, trying to find that power again.
listen, that's cool and all.
But,
But-
he needs it so that he can go back to the world of darkness and save the other Keyblade wielder, Aqua.
Hey, listen, that's cool and all.
Okay.
But after he identifies this, right? He goes and he talks to like 5 other characters or whatever. He talks to Hercules. He talks to a bunch of other people,
Or
right?
couldn't even get
And,
Josephine for-
and he's like, how do you do what you do? It's like, oh, I just use heart or whatever, right? And then Sora's like, wow. And then he just like blanks. And then he goes talks to the next person. And he's like, how do you do what you do? Oh, I just use heart. And then he like blanks again. Goes to the next person. How do you do what you do? I just use heart. And then like he's scalping a piece of his brain off every time he like stops talking to a character.
To be fair, he only, I think, asked Hercules, like, straight up.
Oh.
He asked Hercules, and Hercules is like, it just happens. Like, I just really wanted to do it, so I did it. I can't really tell you how I did it, I just did.
It just takes heart.
Okay, fuck the story, right?
Okay.
Because we'll be here forever talking
Okay.
about the story.
It's gonna be like a 15
I want
long
to talk
podcast.
about the combat, right?
Combat's really fun. Like, it's just a clusterfuck, but it's kind of fun in its own way.
I've heard people.
The problem with the combat is it looks way too fucking easy,
It is
Way too
absolutely-
fucking
it is
easy.
very fucking easy.
right?
It is way easier than any of the other games. Like, Chain of Memories, that fucking bitch is hard as hell.
Right, so like you watch like Sora go through and he like hits some enemies, and it's basically you just tapping a button
Yeah.
until a pop up comes up that lets you one shot all the enemies. It's like
It's Joel.
It doesn't one-shot all the enemies, but it deals a massive amount of fucking damage.
it doesn't.
Until that
The
day.
only reason I could see to play the game wouldn't be for satisfying whatever, like you could just watch everything on like YouTube, like all the cutscenes and shit, and then like. Oh, I play the game. It's not like the combat is fun or engaging or skillful or.
It is fun, I think so.
I think for most
Having
people,
played it, it's fun to just go around and wipe out enemies like nothing. Like, if you like having a bunch of difficulty, then that's something else. But I like just running around, just beating the shit out of shit.
I can do that in Spider-Man.
My next question is: has all this memory of Kingdom Hearts taken up like half your brain? So now, like when you try to do like simple math, you'll like do like 4 + 4, and you write Sora right under it.
Let me tell you, I have forgotten a lot of things. I still remember a lot of Kingdom Hearts.
I feel like you're slowly but surely with each like new installation of each new game, you're like pushing out super important information
They
and
made-
shoving more Kingdom Hearts in.
They make
Making
it
more
very
space for
clear
Kingdom
this
Hearts.
isn't the end of Kingdom Hearts, it's the end of the Xehanort arc.
No, it's the end of Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, at the end of this game, have you finished? Have you
I
finished
have.
3?
I have, yes.
I look at this point, it's like, I can't
absolutely
understand.
beat it. It took me a couple days, but I did.
Okay, at the end of 3, does he lose all his powers again?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
No.
What do you mean not to where you finished the game?
Like I said, the next game hasn't come out yet. There's no reason for him to have lost his powers.
Always spoilers.
Oh, yeah, spoilers, whatever.
Yeah, well, just put a warning at the beginning of the video.
Yeah.
But honestly,
Maybe
whoever's
I'll record
watching this,
all
do you
you.
really fucking care? Answer this. Do you really fucking care? Leave a like and a suggestion in the comments.
The answer is no.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm talking directly to you, viewers. Thanks.
We'll spoil every fucking show you ever watched.
We will, honestly.
Every single one.
We have
You
no
just
filter.
name it, we'll spoil it for you.
Yeah. We don't care.
So yeah, he, to my knowledge, hasn't lost his powers.
Huh.
And since we're spoiling, at the end of the game, he needs to go find his friend, who again is just fucking gone.
Kyrie, right?
Yes, Kyrie.
Because you got killed.
She's not dead yet. Yeah, we don't know where she's at necessarily.
What is it? I just
But
saw,
she's
last thing
in
I saw was Xehanort just
Yeah,
slashing
absolutely,
his
just, like,
keyblade at
fucking-
her. And she turned to dust. And Sora was like, Kyrie!
Dude, fucking Sora canonically was dead for like a couple minutes. It was fucking great.
That's pretty
The end
crazy.
of Kingdom Hearts.
Like he just like fucking like he gets killed and you're like, oh shit, he's actually dead this time. And then he comes back to life. He's given a second chance. You're like, fuck.
Who gave him a second chance? Mickey Mouse? The king?
It was
Mickey Mouse the King?
Right?
it was like a little
King Mickey?
stuffed
King
cat.
Mickey.
A little stuffed cat.
AKA the
Little
Disney
stuffed cat.
Corporation.
Yeah, his name's Chirithy. He's a little stuffed cat.
Alright, fuck Kingdom Hearts. Let's talk about Jump Force.
No, wait, I wanna...
Have you seen the cutscenes for Jump Force?
I have not.
Oh my god,
God,
dude. They're bad.
Oh,
They're not good.
Lord.
All
It is
the
awful.
characters are like super fucking rigid, right? Like they just took the model and they didn't like animate any joints or anything.
Or facial expressions.
Yeah, they just like dragged and dropped the model in right into the cutscene, and then they
Like a preset.
yeah, it's really bad. So you have like you also have like your OC character like in the
Oh.
middle of the cutscene.
It is bad.
Ew.
So it's like
Fucking
super
gross.
jarring seeing like Goku and all these characters directly next to this like monster.
Like Goku, Luffy, and Naruto saying, "Go do this, OC character," and your OC fights the bad guy, like the main bad guy.
It's bad.
Like Goku gives your your OC a spirit orb or whatever, and then it says like, "I wasn't aiming." He was like, "Ha, you missed. I wasn't aiming for you."
I wasn't aiming for the truck.
That was actually a reference in Kingdom Hearts 3. They ride the rocket and they kill people.
Was it?
Yeah.
I
To
wouldn't
bring
know.
it back around.
See, that's like when you let your little brother do something to make him feel better.
Like,
Even though you could do it just as well or twice as fast.
It's bad, dude.
but it,
That's
oh my
bad.
god, dude! Like, the story is awful. Why even have a story? It's
I
just
know
like
nothing about this shit. Like everything I know, you're telling me right now.
I don't know anything about the story. I just know that the cutscenes look fucking horrendous.
all I know, like I guess the story is just like the Key Man, wherever the fuck the guy was at the end of Blue.
The Key
The
Man.
Key Man.
That's his name, Key Man.
Does this come back around to Kingdom Hearts 2?
God damn it!
Oh my god, dude! Full circle.
It's Keyblade.
The
Key Man
Keyblade.
with the Keyblade.
The Key Man, Blade Man.
Key Man, Blade Man.
And in the third game, you actually find out every Keyblade is a person. It's just like you know.
You're making that up, right?
What?
Yeah, we
It's
are.
actually just like Skyward Sword.
Yeah, we are.
What the fuck?
Well, fuck you.
It's exactly
What?
like Skyward Sword. It's just like a
Podcast
person and
now.
a sword.
You wanted to cook with this.
No, you can do whatever you want.
Yes. Anyways, so they're all souls, basically.
Did you actually fucking believe me?
Oh, okay, thank God.
No,
Let's
that
say-
was fucking all.
You can't tell, dude. It's Kingdom Hearts.
Exactly. This
I'll
is,
give you that.
You gotta.
like, if anyone listened to us, they would say like, "No, but you don't understand. The story is just great. You just gotta understand that Xehanort's the bad guy. He wants to do this."
Dude, he totally like gets a fucking goat head at the end of the game. It's weird.
Who?
His armor it has like a giant fucking goat head and it looks demonic as fuck.
Because it's the devil, guys. Come on.
He's
He's
not,
darkness.
Lemeo.
He's one of those villains where he's like his motive is to try to save the world by reverting it back. He's trying to turn back time and
He's like Sasuke.
I don't get
It's back. It's back to Jump Force.
It's back to Jump Force.
that. Fuck.
But like, oh my god, the story is bad. It's just basically them like stopping the worlds from colliding and shit. Basically,
Like Kingdom Hearts or Jump Force?
oh god.
You could be talking about either.
Ugh, fuck. But
Which
in
one?
Jump Force,
Okay. There we go.
I think that's what happens, and then you become the director of this like agency or some shit.
I
I don't
thought
know.
you were gonna say the director of a bad fucking
Are you still gonna
movie.
buy the game?
Fuck, I don't know, dude. I don't think I will.
I'm
honestly.
fine.
I wanted to just buy it to play the characters, but nothing.
There's not that many characters, dude.
There's only like 40.
There's more characters than My Hero Academia's game.
I haven't played that either.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother. It's not that great.
it's bad.
Like all the
Bad.
like they should not focus on the story. It shouldn't be $60 for another thing.
Call of Duty got by on escort characters.
Wait, what?
Call of Duty got by on S characters.
S characters.
What is that?
What is that?
We're waiting for a response, man.
What are S characters, Frankie?
Less character.
Less
Ah.
character.
So
Ah.
first I heard escort, then I heard 5S.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, escorts, ooh.
What's
going
Getting
on?
Call of
Saucy.
Duty, yeah.
Call of Duty, eh?
Oh.
Call for my escort. Anyways,
Call
anyways,
of my
Jump Force is bad.
Jump Force is
I
bad.
guess-
Probably
I guess
that
it is.
game.
I think the only draw is just to play as the like anime characters. That's it.
That's true. Are you still gonna buy Anthem?
I think I'm gonna wait till the day of when it comes out, see what people say, and go off of that.
Day of. See, the problem with doing something like that is Destiny 2 had raving reviews for the first 2 weeks.
No, I'm gonna
Yeah,
like,
it did.
I'm gonna watch
Yeah, they
gameplay.
did.
I'm not gonna go off of what people say. I'm gonna see what the gameplay looks like.
Again, Destiny 2 had raving reviews. It doesn't matter because you can front load, because it's going to be an MMO game, right?
Mhm.
You can front load your MMO with a lot of shit, and then once people get past that, there's fucking nothing.
People are gonna get past that in the first fucking day.
Yeah. And from what I've heard, Anthem has like a really shitty end game, which is everything to an MMO. It's fucking everything.
Really, Jesus Christ.
Of course, it's everything. You
No,
play
I'm not talking
Warframe,
about- I'm talking
right?
about Anthem. Anthem's fucking endgame.
From what I've heard,
Pretty bad.
Anthem's end game is
I'm
horrendous.
gonna have to look into
It's
it.
non-existent, basically. From what I've heard.
Non-existent, as in like
As
they don't
in-
have one.
As in, it's basically not there. Like
So
you
the
reach,
game doesn't
like
end.
you reach the end. Well, it's an MMO, of course it doesn't end. But like what I'm talking about is like you reach the end of the game, and there's like nothing more to do.
So then at that point, it's just running around grinding.
It's running around grinding.
Mm.
Turns into like what Destiny 2 was, where you're constantly grinding, but there's no fucking reason to grind. It's not like you're grinding for specific items or something, or because you want to watch the super cool cutscene or fight this super cool boss. It's fucking nothing.
So then, unless they put in more stuff after that, then it's pretty.
They'd
much
have to.
fucking shit.
Mm.
They would have to, because
We'll see if they do then.
Yeah, I guess we will.
yeah, I guess I do not think it's a safe day one purchase. Period.
No, how long do you think you would wait?
I would personally wait 2 weeks to a month before even deciding anything. It's an MMO. MMOs are really hard to judge when they first come out.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with you.
I think we all know that.
So,
Yeah.
Experience.
so it's not gonna have any
Of course
single
you
player at
won't.
all.
No, it'll be fully online,
Mm.
100% online.
I wasn't sure.
You can play it single player, but you'll
Yeah,
have to be
that's what
connected.
that's what threw me off. I wasn't sure.
You'll have to be connected to the internet the entire time. You'll see other players, but you can play by yourself.
Like this, basically.
It'll be basically just like Destiny.
Yeah, but Destiny fucking sucks.
It does suck.
You're not wrong.
None of us are disagreeing.
I have been, I was never on the bandwagon, and I've just watched all of the like rise and fall with the Destiny waves, and I gotta say, sitting back and watching it, I kind of feel like an evil villain. Like I just sit there and I watch you cry, and it's like, yeah.
You were just a bystander. You
Just-
didn't do anything. You didn't stop us. You didn't help us.
Yeah, no, I just sat there and watched you die,
Listen.
and then on the inside,
Listen,
it felt good.
I'm kind of on your side. I started playing later than everybody,
Mm.
right? I started playing like year 2 or some shit, right? When Taken King came out.
Yeah.
It was like year 2, year 3. I can't remember.
I think that was you too.
Year 2, I think. So I started later than everybody. I played Taken King for like 3 months and I stopped playing.
No, I remember because it was you and I who like basically were like, yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, so
Don't
I
care.
started late and then I ended early, and everybody else was continued playing the game. And then a new content would come out. I'd start and then I end before everybody else. Like
Yeah, well,
Like I stopped playing.
so
because
I
of
didn't get crazy attached to it.
I did not.
I never played a single second. I never bought the game, never loaded it up. I've never been in the same room when somebody's played it.
I just load it up right now.
Yeah, load it right
Please
now.
don't. I need to keep my streak.
It's
the
the-
only
Don't
thing
worry.
I've
I think
done.
I still have Destiny 2 downloaded. It needs to update though, so you'd be safe for a couple hours.
yeah,
I'll
for
just
now.
leave.
All right.
And then, like, I got off Destiny 2 because not Destiny. I got off Destiny because, God, dude, the lag and just like I just got sick of it.
Maybe it's just your fucking internet.
It was my internet.
It was the internet, but also the servers weren't optimized.
Yeah.
The first game was not optimized even kind of well. Second game is much better, but some things still like slip through the cracks. You know,
as always.
occasionally you'll get disconnected and stuff.
And then like
It's nowhere near as bad as the first game, but
then in like Destiny 2's launch, I just stopped playing after like 2, 3, 4 weeks.
I don't know, man.
Which
Pe-
is
people
2
are
or 3 or 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
like Forsaken came out and everybody was raving about it again.
Yeah. But
Like
then now-
Destiny's
now
back,
she's
baby, better than ever.
No.
And then like nobody talks about it
I
anymore.
remember sitting in your fucking like kitchen making dinner, and you were fucking arguing with RJ about it, and you were just going off on him. It was fucking
He
great.
loves the game, dude.
He loves that
You
game. dude.
tore into his asshole and ate him out like it was fucking corn.
Like Forsaken was good and everything. It's just
I disagree.
We're not gonna have to censor this, are we?
what about
Like curse words?
Forsaken?
No, just like censor like swear words and everything.
No,
No,
fuck
fuck
that,
that.
dude.
No, see, I wasn't sure.
You know how
We're
often
not
I
family
curse,
friendly.
dude? I would be bleeping out like every other word. Fuck that.
No, I just want to make sure.
That might be bleep.
No, he only said Nick.
He was trying to say, nice car.
Nice game.
Nice game, yeah, that's what
I
he
could end
said.
this podcast right now. It'd take 2 seconds.
No, you can't because I can edit it out. You better not, though.
More for him.
I'll scatter it throughout. This way you have to just keep watching and editing.
You better not, though.
He's RJ loves Destiny how you love Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
Do you love Kingdom Hearts or you just consume it?
I consume it. Like, I play it and I like the story and everything, but
Like one day
once
would you
I'm done, it's just like, yeah,
one day would you get a Keyblade tattoo?
no, that's fucking gay.
Like wearing a Keyblade necklace.
You get Sora's big fat face with his big toothy grin on
Get
you.
it on my
With
cock.
Goof,
on your
and
cock.
with Goofy and fucking Donald Duck on your shoulders as
Good
well.
old Donald Duck.
I'd have him casting Kira because he never does it.
God, dude, how do you feel about Donald Duck in Kingdom Hearts? Every time he talked, dude, it was just grates the
Ooh.
ears.
Let me tell you what, you never get
This
used
looks
to
like
it.
this looks like a place for some ingredients.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Goofy was like, I'll help you find the next one. It's like, fuck you.
It's like
You need to stop
it
talking.
takes him like 3 times as long to say a normal sentence. It's like, Donald,
He
just
definitely speaks-
shut the fuck up.
Speak slower so that you can understand him. Like, the subtitles help, but if you didn't have those subtitles, it'd be like, what?
And you could just hear that it's like grating the voice actor's like fucking esophagus.
I know. Man.
He's dead now.
Is he?
I would assume so.
His vocal cords are dead, dude.
Oh yeah.
I bet he like had to record like the lines like separately from all the other voice actors because he had to give his like throat a rest.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Oh god. Poor Donald Duck. Anyways,
Poor Ducky boy.
That's actually just his voice.
so what's the
That's
draw?
just his voice.
What's the draw to Kingdom Hearts in general?
Friendship.
Friendship.
Friendship is magic.
Are there
Because
new people who
love, who just like
yeah. Are there people who like get into the series at Kingdom Hearts 3 and love it?
Fuck if I know.
I feel like
they wouldn't.
it's just fans of like the first game that keep clinging on to something that was once good,
Yeah, probably.
like Sonic.
Yeah. Ooh, dude, Sonic's
Exactly
a great
like
example.
Sonic.
Sonic and Kingdom Hearts are probably on the same level of people keep playing it even though like it's not great. Like I'll be honest. The story, it doesn't necessarily make the most sense. Was being generous there.
Nah, it
for
makes
which
perfect
All
sense.
It's totally not convoluted.
all of the fucking dialogue is very spread out. There's a lot of silence and like you sit there for a while and you're like, is anyone gonna fucking talk? There's been like 2 seconds of silence when he clearly could have just kept talking.
See, it's all body language. It's all mind signals.
There's a lot of that, but like then you hear the rustle of like their coats and shit while they're moving around in the silence, and it's like so uncomfortable.
Just it sounds wrong.
What do you think?
There's literally a scene where there's like almost 20 seconds of fucking silence, and there's just sounds of like stuff moving around, and you want to kill yourself.
What do you think has more value, Destiny or Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts.
It would have to be Destiny.
Yeah, because
Really?
Destiny, you keep sinking money into it. Kingdom Hearts,
I did not
not
keep
all the
sinking
money
money
into it.
goes
Do not.
straight into it. Because some of it is the consoles.
No, I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about like, like, how do I say this? It's like, say if you had the choice to play one or the other.
I'd play Destiny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course you would.
Just because fuck Destiny.
No, yeah, I agree. Fuck that.
Destiny's gay, but I would play it over Kingdom Hearts.
Really.
I'm
Actually,
too
yeah, I
far
would
into it,
agree
man.
with that. I like shooters more than I like.
It's
arcades.
honestly at this point, it's like fucking heroin. Like it's already in me. Why not just add a little more?
Listen, dude.
Now, which one has better story? Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts
No.
or Destiny?
I would say Destiny.
Really? Nah.
That's a hard say, but I would say Destiny.
Which one
Nah,
has
I
more
disagree.
story?
Okay, you got me there.
Okay. More no, Destiny has
Which
all the
one has more
lore.
lore?
No, Kingdom Hearts has more than Destiny. I don't give a fuck if you count all the Grimoire.
Oh shit!
Kingdom
Wow.
Hearts has a lot of fucking lore.
That's 12, 13 games, dude.
Plus, each game has like a fuck ton of shit, and they're like logs and shit, because they log every single fucking thing. All the monsters, all the worlds, all the characters stories, all the stories for each individual world, the story overall in every single fucking game. And it lets you know when you've completed each one so that you don't have to guess. It's just like, yeah, this is a complete story. Try to figure it out. We'll give you the, it's like school, we'll give you the tools, but if you can't figure it out, you're a retard.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna be, you're gonna like keep playing the games, and you'll be like that one like history buff, who knows all these like really like miscellaneous wars in like Asia or something.
Everything else in professional Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. You'll like kids will like walk into your museum and you'll start explaining to it, and then they'll like drift off a little bit because they don't care because it happened so long ago.
I'll have like a huge keyblade, but it's just a big laser pointer to point at stuff. And every time I like point at kids, they're like, "Whoa!"
That's so cool.
And I'll be wearing like the black organization coat, and I'll be like 500 pounds.
Someone say the
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Dark as fuck.
When you walk away. How do you feel about Destiny being compared to Kingdom Hearts? I'd say they're about. I think they're both.
I think it's an apt comparison. One is garbage because of its story. The other is garbage because of its story.
Which one's got better graphics? Now we're
Destiny.
comparing three to
I think
Destiny.
Kingdom Hearts has better graphics.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Again,
go,
I only watched the first hour,
Let's go
right?
specific-
Destiny has whole textures.
Let's go specifically
that are, like,
off
super unique. So I go with Destiny.
Pirates of the Caribbean world.
Probably, yeah.
I didn't watch anything from Pirates of the
It,
Caribbean.
it looks nice.
Does it?
It looks
I don't know.
Okay,
There are a lot of simple shapes, so I guess.
nice.
Plus,
No. Let's talk about something else that looks nice.
maybe Destiny. I don't know.
Aladdin's Genie.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Aladdin's Genie.
Will Smith Genie. Did you see the Genie?
No.
So who hasn't? Honestly, if you haven't seen the Genie, don't. Like unless you want to be part of the meme, but I would
That's
suggest it will haunt
That's
your
hot.
fucking dreams. If
God,
you're looking it up right now, dude.
did you
exit out of
see?
this space-
Did you
exit out.
see? Did you see the picture that was like the poster of Sonic, the new Sonic movie? And they like photoshopped Will Smith's Genie on top of it.
I haven't.
Cinematic equipment.
Oh my god, dude! It is the funniest picture that exists.
Mate,
It's the best thing ever, dude. Will Smith needs like a new agent or something, dude. Good God.
Listen, dude, he's
This
getting
guy-
a lot of press though.
he can sing.
true.
all
He's
the
still in the public eye.
I don't think people have been talking about Will Smith more than they have now.
It's true.
He's in a shitty Rewind. Now he's in fucking.
He was in Bright. He was in
He was in
Suicide
Bright.
Squad.
Bright wasn't that bad though.
I don't know. I heard it was terrible, dude.
I watched it. It's pretty bad.
It wasn't as bad as like it was supposed to be.
As it was supposed to be.
It could have been a lot worse.
I think
It was
it-
one of those
I think
things
it's as
where it
worse
was
as
bad, but it wasn't that bad.
I'd say it's as worse as it gets. Because whenever you
No,
have
there's worse.
whenever there is definitely much worse.
There's
We've
worse,
seen worse.
i.e. Aladdin Genie. The new Aladdin movie.
Okay, no, you're right there. Like,
There were
which
things
is
that
worse,
made
The
it-
Room or Bright?
Dude, The Room was the fucking best. Are you kidding me?
I think
If
you
you haven't seen
get.
it, go watch The Room. Do it. Do it now. Fuck this podcast. Go watch The Room.
I think The
It's
Room.
20 times better.
You
I
get more
guarantee
out
it.
of The Room than Bright, so
Fucking.
that's why Bright's
Tommy
worse.
Wiseau, genius.
Tommy
Love him.
Wiseau.
His voice acting is fantastic.
But
It's
yeah,
great.
I did not hit her. It's not true. I did not.
Oh, I'm sure you're the first person
Hi, Genie.
to.
Oh.
uh,
Oh
God. I just.
God, like It's
That
weird how
movie
people are
gave me a
defending this movie. No, it's not weird. It makes sense why people
That
are
movie
defending
gave me a fucking thing.
it. Let's break it down. Why do you think people would hate this?
Which
Wait,
one?
what?
Genie.
Genie?
Genie, because it's
Because it looks
bad?
like shit.
It looks terrible, dude.
It does look pretty bad. Why do you think there's people who hate the idea of this movie?
Because it looks like shit.
Hate the idea of it because they're just drudging up old properties for a quick cash grab.
That is
That's
true.
why they would hate the idea of it.
And it looks like shit.
That is
And it looks like garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the rest of it looked fine. Genie looked like shit.
Yeah. Sure.
Like, I haven't seen much of it, but from what I did see...
There's not much to see. It's a minute-long teaser trailer.
Yeah, but I only saw like 5 seconds.
And the last 5 seconds that's it.
Whoa!
I only saw like 5
You
seconds.
really don't know who I am. Genie, lamp, none of them ring a bell.
Oh, did he speak in the trailer?
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I haven't even seen that.
It's just his voice, dude. It's just Will Smith as a Genie.
It's bad. Have you actually seen him in motion?
It's even worse.
Oh my god. We took the video. We took the last part of the video. We played it at like 0.5 speed.
Oh.
It looks so bad, dude.
Oh.
It's so bad, dude.
Dude,
looks
the fucking
terrible.
movie probably looks better.
It's weird to me that there's people who just who aren't even bothered by it.
People have to be bothered by it.
There's people who are like saying, y'all people are so ungrateful.
You fucking kidding me? Fuck them.
Like I can get how they might have missed it because it was only like 5 seconds of the Genie, but go back, slow it down. It looks terrible.
It's awful. It's not even his body. They composed his face onto like some builder's body. It looks awful. He just looks like
terrible.
a fat Will Smith.
They like took his.
Like muscle fat.
Yeah, muscle fat.
It's
He
like
still
they.
looks fat nonetheless.
It's like they took his face, right,
Mhm.
and they were holding it with like a mouse, right, like on Photoshop or something, right, and like while it was in motion, they were like trying to like track it with the mouse.
Oh.
So it's never like perfect. It's always like slightly off.
We're talking like Windows XP, you start dragging the whole screen around.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh fuck, what do I do? Computer's crashing.
Yeah, it looks bad.
It's really awful. I just
Looks
hate-
bad. What do you think's gonna look worse, the Sonic live action or the Genie live
Shit.
action?
Well, I'll tell you what.
'Cause I
Genie's.
want to see Sonic. I want to see it for the memes.
Do you
for the
actually wanna
lol.
see it?
For the lols. I will go see
I want
in
to see it for
theaters.
Lulz as
I
well. I
will
want to
give
see how
them
bad
my-
it looks.
I want to give them my money.
Because
I want to see Sonic.
Because I honestly want to see if Sonic will give Genie a run for his money.
He'll give him more than a run. He's the fastest guy alive.
They give him a Sonic speed run for his
You know how
money.
they have that like poster with like his like hyper realistic feet, right?
right?
Right? Do you
Wait,
think?
are we talking shoes or no shoes?
I think it's no shoes, right?
Oh.
No, he has shoes.
Yeah, shoes. Okay. Or he
I
has
wish
shoes.
he did have shoes, dude. Because the feet fetish is what they want.
I was
But
about
like,
to go
like
look
it
up
shows
and
right, and
start
like it looks
beating
way too realistic, right?
He has that muscular.
Yeah, he has like super, like he has like calves, right?
Dude, how else does he go fast?
Hey, listen, I don't know.
I've never seen.
I hope he has like super long, lanky legs with a short body.
I saw an interview of the guy who's who worked for the movie and shit, saying we didn't know how to really incorporate his design, so we didn't really mess with the original design of Sonic. So they're implying they just like made the original design of Sonic and made it entirely CG.
The problem is the problem
Can
is
you imagine
that
his eyes in CG?
God, it's gonna be bad.
Oh.
The problem is that they like gave him fur. Normal hedgehogs don't really have fur, do
They
they?
have, like,
They just have like quills
Yeah.
they're like, yeah,
or whatever they're called, right? They don't have fur.
Also, they're covered in shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
are
it.
they?
Yeah, they rub themselves in shit. You didn't know that?
Maybe that's why Sonic's blue. He ate too much food coloring.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I've eaten a cupcake like that. My shit came out fucking green. I was scared, man. Like, this
Scared.
green shit's not good.
Especially
It's true. It's pretty bad.
And then the time I ate a red cupcake, I almost fucking died.
It's
Anyways,
true. If you have
Sonic.
blood in your ass, that's not good.
That is
No,
definitely.
I thought I
I think
did.
that's
That is real
No, I
bad.
thought I did because it was like fucking like bright red. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
It wouldn't be bright red though.
it would be like blood.
It
That's
would
why I
be
was-
darker.
That's why I was confused. I was trying to figure out what the fuck's
Your
going
blood
on.
is just so bright.
That's why I don't eat like dyed fucking cupcake icing anymore. That shit fucks with you.
Hey,
Buttercream all the way, man.
all the way.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Coming from.
Can you dye the
baby.
buttercream?
You can, but why?
Because I want green cream, dude.
Dude, I'll give you some green cream. His name's Shrek.
I want Shrek's cream all over my face.
I want
Oh.
Sonic's
Down
cream
my
all-
throat.
I want Sonic's cream all over my face and throat.
There's a character named Cream in Sonic. I'll have you know.
Shut
You
up.
want Cream's cream? Yeah.
I'm sick of Hollywood and their like stupid live action adaptations.
I'm not. I
They're
wanna see 'em all.
lazy, they're boring. Made me sick to my stomach to look at.
What was
and
the
every one
last
of them.
really bad one? I can't remember.
Fucking Beauty and the Beast. Not. I don't know how the actual movie went. I assume it went fine. It was those fucking
It made $1 billion,
teacups and
I
all the,
think.
all the other.
Did it made $1 billion?
I
Serious?
think it did. Yeah.
All the fucking like.
Jesus
all the
Christ, that's a
furniture-
lot of fucking money,
Dude,
dude.
the furniture looked like shit. Like it looks so fucking creepy and bad. Like I'm sure the rest of the movie was fine if you could get past that.
What's up with this live action
But I
shit?
couldn't.
Like,
Because they.
is it just is it easier to make than an animated movie?
Yeah.
They just say fuck it.
I assume at this point probably
It's
is.
because it's established on already established IP, so it's a surefire win. Surefire,
Quote unquote.
quote unquote.
I think it's all these
Millennials.
these boomer generations.
Yeah,
they watched the movies when they were
ruining this
young.
Country.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to our one audience member who's a boomer.
Yo, boomers.
Said, fuck
you
you.
damn boomers.
Boomer
Fuck you.
boomers unite.
I'm a Gen Z kid. Actually, I don't know what generation I am. I've never kept up with that.
I think we're not. You might be a millennial, but
Oh, no.
I think we're technically Gen X.
Gen X?
Yeah.
What is this? Generator Rex?
No.
Get with it. Start. the
Somebody out
revolution.
there's gonna know what I'm talking about. I sure hope.
They will not. It got canceled.
But I think
Savage.
I think millennials end at like
What the
24 or
fuck is-
some shit. So you might not even be a millennial either, technically.
So then what the
Mate,
fuck is
boomer then?
Generation X?
Generation X is us. It's the generation that technically comes
We are
after.
the next generation.
We are the next generation.
The 80s generation.
What? Is
No, those are boomers.
You sure?
I'm at
Look,
positive.
Frankie, you have a laptop. Look it up right now.
Because the boomers came after World War II.
That's true.
Yeah, that's like baby boomers.
My
right?
grandfather fucking fought in World War II, though.
Is he a boomer?
But that would make your dad a boomer.
Yeah, my dad's only. I think my dad's. I'm doxing my dad. I think my dad's only like 40 or some shit. I actually don't know his age.
I think my dad's 42.
Is he a boomer?
I don't fucking
Sounds
know.
like a boomer.
It sounds like a boomer.
Yeah,
a
it's
boomer.
from 60s to 81.
I'm not a boomer.
My parents are boomers.
That's
No
generation-
shit, you're not a
no,
boomer.
Generation
I wish I was-
X,
Why the
Generation
fuck
X
would you be a
is
boomer?
I wish I was a
60s
boomer.
babies.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we? Are we Generation Y then? Like, I don't know.
Generation Z.
Yeah, I think we are.
What is this fucking
Generation
Pokemon?
I don't know.
It is.
I know my brother's a Z though. He's a Z-tard.
Oh, he's one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, he fucking.
He looks like
You
one.
know what? I'm
I'll
not
give
gonna
him
say
that.
that because. Can I say it?
Yeah, Generation Z is from the mid 90s to the mid 2000s.
Damn it, I'm Generation Z then.
That means we're all Generation Z.
Y'all
We're
are
the good
next-
ones though.
We're all Z's.
Yeah.
We're the good ones though.
We're all the
But
next.
generations are retarded though.
Generations are stupid.
They are. Let's just
Yeah,
preface this
yeah,
by-
but we like to segregate people as a whole.
Exactly. Like, let's preface this by saying we don't care about anything we say. About
Generations
this.
are garbage. It doesn't matter what
The
generation
only
you
time
are.
I care about what I say
I
is
think-
whenever I'm at work.
I think the only generation that is like nationally
Hated.
hated, no, nationally recognized is baby boomers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they fucked up the country.
I don't think that's the reason. I
I
believe
don't
the
think
reason
that's-
is because it was because they all came back from World War
No,
II.
stop putting.
They all came back from World War II, right? And everybody banged, and they had fuckloads of kids.
Yeah.
And because all those kids came at the exact same time.
Poverty, yeah. It sucks.
At the exact
So
same
they
time.
caused it.
That's the only reason that they can technically be considered.
And then they started touching
Generation.
labels to everybody else.
Yeah.
So they
Thanks,
fucked us
boomers.
over. Yeah, no, they're shit.
You know, I
They
kinda
ruined.
gotta agree
They
here.
ruined the house market.
You ruined the economy, guys.
Thanks, boomers.
That's not happening. That is not
Is that
happening.
it getting edited out?
That might.
Alright, leave that part in where I said it's getting edited out, though.
Yeah. Don't worry.
This way people can be like, oh, what happened?
Maybe
Anyways, back to
maybe
Sonic.
one day.
Generation Sonic.
Generation Sonic.
Wait, what? Generation Sonic?
Yeah, what Generation
Sonic.
Sonic?
Is that another one of the games? Because I wouldn't doubt it.
Sonic Generations. Yeah, that's a real
Okay,
game.
See, but he had it backwards. That's what fucked me up.
Anyways, Let's continue talking about Sonic.
I don't want to talk about Sonic anymore. What else do you have to say about Sonic?
The live action one. It's awful.
Okay, what you want?
Yeah.
The only thing that came out about that was like a poster, right?
Well, also
Pretty
someone
much.
leaked. I found this concept art of it. Where, like
Concept.
it was like a live action version of it. It looks
Does
almost.
he have a Keyblade? Is he in Kingdom Hearts now?
Yeah, he is.
Do you
Full
remember?
circle.
You remember how there was supposed to be Mothman in Destiny?
Yeah.
There's concept art for it, right? They have Mothman in Fallout 76.
It's.
Okay.
You know that?
No, I did not know that.
Enjoying that shirt?
I still have it somewhere. I don't fucking know
Well,
where
I
it is, but
wouldn't expect you to lose it.
But
You
it's
go, like,
also
two
Fallout
places.
76, so it's not.
yeah, they like teleport around and stuff.
I haven't heard anything on that game in fucking since it came out.
It's
Really,
now.
it is. You really haven't heard a single thing.
No. I mean, like, since all like this shit happened, I haven't heard a single thing.
Okay, I'll give you a very fast rundown,
No,
unlike
no.
your Kingdom Hearts rundown.
I know what happened. Like I said.
No, I'll give you. I'm saying
Okay.
rundown
Okay.
from
Okay.
the beginning of the launch to current day,
Okay.
right? So, beginning of launch, garbage. Lots of
Yeah.
people bought the game, the special edition, gave them fuckloads of money, and then it was garbage.
Yeah.
They lost a lot of their player base within, I think, the first week.
Yeah.
Within the first week, the game got reduced. I think it was first week or two. It was reduced to $30.
That's when me and you saw it.
Yeah. In certain places. It might have just been like a deal that was happening for like Christmas or whatever, but it was reduced to $30. And then I think it jumped back up to $60.
Ugh.
I don't know. I think right now you can get it at a discounted price.
I remember we found Destiny 2 in a bin for $7.
That's true.
That would
Nobody plays.
Fucking funny.
Nobody plays the original Destiny. But
Nobody does know.
so that happened within like the first couple weeks, first 1-2 weeks.
Okay.
Then people started discovering how to fuck with the actual game,
Ooh.
right? Like getting into their code and shit.
Coding it.
Like they would go into their. This is all pure PC shit because you can't do that on Xbox and
Yeah,
PlayStation.
Of course.
They would go into the code of like the game and they'd like change their like frame rate and shit, and then they'd fuck up a lot of shit, right? And then the Bethesda released periodical patches, small patches that would fix like one or two things. There weren't anything major, nothing major whatsoever, right? So all the really big bugs were still in, but they like added like a push to talk feature. They fixed the frame rate thing, shit like that, right? They fixed minor stuff, minor like really game breaking stuff, but still minor in relative terms. Then the update stopped for a long time, right? And it let all the major reviewers get their review out saying it's garbage. And then after that, it kind of the player base just kind of like slowly kept dying, right? Because there was nothing to do in the game.
Yeah.
Once you like, you can beat the main game in like a day maybe.
There's an actual story to it.
There's a story, yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even know that.
You can follow it,
Some
but
story.
it is not good. The story is very bad.
I didn't expect it to be good.
So they went silent for a while, and then they posted a new update to the game, a really big update, but they used a previous version without all the bugs that they already fixed. So they fixed a bunch of the bugs that they did have, and then
they just
introduced
put
all the old
all
ones back in.
You fucking serious?
It is
That's
bad.
fucking lazy.
Yeah, I mean that's how the game was made.
I think that was the most recent development, and I don't know if they went back and fixed their
I don't
fuck
think
up.
Anybody cares?
Nobody cares anymore.
Probably. Like,
There are rumors of it going free to play.
I think it is free to play though now, isn't it?
Is it currently free to play? I don't think it's happened
Sure
yet.
We should
Yeah.
all play it.
Good one.
I was joking about like getting Dallas it like as a present. I was like, Dallas, what are you gonna do if I give it to you as a present? He was like, I'm gonna return it. I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do if I buy it on Xbox Live and gift it to you through the store, through the Xbox Live store? And he's like, you better not. So I'll never play it. And I was like, I want to do it, dude.
You should have. That would have been hilarious.
I should
It's
have,
free to
but it's
play.
also $60 for
I would
For a
not waste
joke.
that money. Yeah,
a joke. Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
I
have
was
funny
actually-
joke.
I was
Would
gonna
have been a
get
really
the game
funny
for you.
joke.
I was actually gonna get the game for you, but can't remember somebody stopped me.
I think I did.
Yeah, it was you probably.
That was a good idea.
I was like, dude.
I would have played
is
it
worth
just
it?
because you got it for me, but
Oh hey.
I would
how
not have
sweet of you.
enjoyed it.
What if I got you all the Kingdom Hearts games?
That might
Figure
be
it.
that
It's
might
back to
be
Kingdom
that
Hearts.
that might be a different story.
Yeah, but I already have them.
Like all the games.
Do you have all the consoles?
Yeah.
Every single console.
Oh, yeah.
Needed to play it.
How do you think I fucking played them?
I probably still want to play.
Not only that.
Aren't there some games that are
I
like
have
purely
all the
Japanese though?
remakes. Not that I know of. I have all the remakes
Isn't
as
there like
well.
an app as well?
Yes, there is.
App canon?
The app is supposed to be canon, from what I understand. I did not play that one. That's the only one I didn't play, just because it requires simply too much time.
Does it? It's
And
an
from
app.
what I could tell,
I can only assume much time. it takes.
It's more backstory so that you can understand what's happening. It was obviously not important enough to where you needed it for the story,
Mhm.
because I understood the story well enough without it. I'm sure it would have helped, but I didn't need it.
Why do you think Square Enix decided to be assholes and make the story so confusing?
I don't think it's Square Enix. I think it was Tetsuya Nomura.
So,
Who does he work for?
Square.
That's what I thought.
you work for?
most people theorize they made it just to make the game, and then they were like, oh, people like this.
They did it for a cash grab at first, so it was nonsensical.
Yeah, the first game was supposed to be just like a runoff, which is why I was really disappointed when Mickey turned out to be a bigger character than he was in the originals, because like you didn't really see him that much. He was just kind of like
But he's Mickey Mouse.
he was a ghost.
The
But
Mickey
now that he's an
Mouse.
actual fucking like main character, it hurts to see him in cutscenes because you just see his big smiling fucking face, but
It's like absolutely
it throws off
opposed
the
to like
entire-
everythese else.
It throws
It's
off
like,
the
you see
entire
all these,
fucking
like-
Like,
game.
you see this like really realistic like Final Fantasy looking character, and you see Mickey Mouse,
Mickey
which
Mouse.
is just 3 circles.
Say the door to darkness.
God, I
Man.
love that scene.
That
It's
was
so
probably
great.
the best Mickey Mouse voice I've done. That was
That's pretty good.
that was actually like way better than I thought.
I did my Donald voice. No.
Don't do it.
Please.
Anyways,
Um,
like it's just. I
Like
don't want
I-
to say it's bad.
But like I said, yeah, it was originally probably like they just threw stuff in there to make a game, and then after that they're like, oh shit, we actually have to make a story out of this now. So they just started trying to make it, or tried to piece it together like a bad jigsaw puzzle where you just shove the pieces in and hope it works, and they just kept shoving pieces in. There were several things in the newest game that I think they kind of tied off pretty well. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like, they could have left it all fucking loose since they're planning on making more games. As long as they closed off the Xehanort arc, they would have done what they said. But no, they actually closed off a bunch of stuff. A bunch of characters got some resolution. Other characters they hinted are going to be in the next game.
Do you
simply
think that
because
they're
given more story.
Do you think that they're trying to make their story more
Convoluted. Does that make it
I
hard
think-
to
No.
follow?
I think in the next one,
trying to
they're
make it
probably-
easier?
I think if they keep doing it, they're probably going to try to make the story more
Isn't there-
understandable. Because at this point, they can just basically redo it and just keep the lore itself.
See,
Just
Because
reboot
with
it.
the Xehanort arc, they had already fucked themselves into a corner. Now they kind of have a lot more freedom.
I have an idea for the thumbnail.
Assuming that they get the freedom. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. They might use more Final Fantasy, or they might take more Final Fantasy out of it, because there wasn't a lot in this game.
Or
They had a mention of the characters, but that was about it.
Hmm.
Which Final Fantasy characters used to play, a bit more of a role in the game. Like in Kingdom Hearts 2, you fought alongside a bunch of them and their actual characters. In Birth by Sleep, you fight with some of them in Olympus. And actually, Olympus is usually where you see them. In, I think, almost every version of Olympus, you see a Final Fantasy character.
that's pretty cool.
Except for this most recent one.
That's pretty sweet.
Like I heard that was a complaint that there was no Final Fantasy character.
Yeah, they had the mention of them, and that
You
was
have
it.
Noctis?
No, it would have been great.
They had
King of Kings.
a really fucking well done cutscene at the beginning of fucking Toy Story. Let me tell you what, that fucked me up hard because I wasn't sure what was happening. I thought I got fucking an ad in the middle of the game.
Oh yeah,
I was so
that
Like it happened, I was just like, wait, what?
They just put an ad in this
I thought they put an
AAA
actual
game.
ad in the game, and I was like, this is infuriating, but this game looks good. I want to play it. Like it looked genuinely fun. Like if they made that a game, it looked like Final Fantasy 15, but if you got to use mechs.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but then it cuts to like, what's his name? Rex.
Fucking Rex, and he's just like, whoa, this is great, guys. And it's like, oh, we're back to
So it's
plastic.
not real.
I've heard the voice acting was like terrible for everybody
It's
except
always
like
been terrible.
for like 2 characters.
Sora.
No, I don't remember what 2 characters it was. I
Mickey?
think it was one of them were in the toy store. I think it was T-Rex maybe I don't
No,
know.
I think it was probably either Woody or Buzz. 'Cause
Maybe.
they did not get the voice actors for those two.
Let me tell you what, there was one character I was really, really disappointed by his voice acting just because in the past he wasn't nearly as bad. Like the most recent version of him, Axel, like he just sounded like somebody tried to play him too edgy. Like
Yeah.
he just sounded like an edgy teenager, and it was just like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
I mean, that's what the girls want.
Yeah, but
People love Axel.
I
Those
liked
ladies
his
love
character.
Axel.
Like I still like his character, but he just towards the end of the game he did redeem himself, and he made a 4th wall break. I was really surprised.
Did he?
Yeah, at the very end of the game, he comes back and he's like, "Hey, sorry we're late. We had to iron out a few plot points." I was like, "What the fuck? Are you serious? You're just gonna mention that at the fucking end
Here's our
game?"
thumbnail.
Oh god, you need to put that up.
Yeah.
Put that up on the fucking screen, man.
Don't worry. They'll see it. It's a thumbnail.
Oh god, send that to John.
I'm going to right now.
That's amazing.
So that's when I made a PNG of
If
Sora.
you want to see this, just go to.
That's definitely gonna
That has to be cut.
Fuck you.
You're welcome.
Good old.
I am here to make you work.
Duh.
Ain't that the truth?
It's Genie time.
That was
Have you been playing any other games
Yeah.
besides Kingdom Hearts?
not.
Alright, I'll just tell you about a game I'm playing.
What are you playing?
I started playing 2 games.
Oh.
One game
Sure.
Jump Force.
is purely PC, because I've kind of
Our listeners,
kinda-
you can tune out now.
abandoned Xbox, right?
I'll play whatever console is available.
Yeah, mine's PC for now. Oh, you didn't see my...
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you see it last time?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. No.
Forgot.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Keep talking.
Anyways, so the first game is called RimWorld. It's like a...
Sounds gay.
huh?
Sounds gay.
Spelled RIM
Oh, sounds even gayer.
JOB. Rimjob. No.
Oh.
RIMWORLD. RimWorld. And you like build a civilization and you micromanage shit. Basically stuff that I love,
Yeah.
right?
No, that's shit I hate.
That's stuff I love. And then the next game was called Factorio, where
Same shit, basically.
basically the exact same shit,
Oh.
except you can like automate almost everything, but you have to create the automation.
Oh.
So you have to think real hard about how to make shit really compact, and you have to worry about like electricity, where you're getting your power, raids from enemies and shit.
Sounds gay.
It is ridiculous. I've probably put a good like 30 to 40 hours into the game, and
It's too many.
I still haven't like reached like the end. It's crazy complicated.
Sounds pretty fucking gay.
It's pretty sweet.
Not my shit.
I'll show it to you later.
Don't.
You'll be real confused.
I'm gonna leave the second you hit stop on this,
Sounds about right.
and then I'm gonna go cook some fucking pasta.
Cook some pasta?
Yeah, no.
What kind of pasta?
When we get together for that event, I'm gonna.
The event? Yeah.
Did I say that already?
I don't remember. I phased out your talking
No,
like
that's
halfway
alright. I
through.
phased myself out. I don't care what I'm saying anymore. End me.
Ain't that the truth?
Take this knife and plunge it into my heart. Release my heart and give me a nobody and a heartless, and I'll be Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you ever finish Monster Hunter?
No.
No, actually I did. Yeah.
I should have.
Did you really?
Yeah, I beat what was his name? Xenojiva? Oh no, I didn't do the other shit after that though.
You didn't.
I didn't.
You didn't fight Tempered Kieran?
No, I think actually I did. Yeah, I think I might have. Or
I
I
did
think,
not.
or I think I got
didn't.
close to him. I think I need to fight him and then. I finished.
Did you get to the one where you have to fight 2 B-52s?
Oh, I hated that, dude. Oh!
Did you beat
Yeah, I
it?
beat it.
2B? Huh?
Shut up.
Yeah. Near Automata. Which I actually wanted to play if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just remembered that.
I don't have a disc though,
It's digital.
so I got a
Fucking
digital.
game.
I would
I
let you
got
play.
Kingdom Hearts 3 so that you could fucking play it.
I did not expect anyone else to play Near Automata.
Alright, then I'm gonna go have to buy a copy.
The only other person would have been me, and I don't like the way the game looks. No,
Yeah, I'm
the
surprised.
style or
it's the style. I don't really like the whole, I don't know what you'd call it, the industrialization thing.
I guess.
It doesn't suit my taste.
I'm kind of used to it just because a bunch of people fucking do that shit at like Renaissance fairs and it's gay, and I don't like it. But I'm used
Do
to
they cosplay as
Story is pretty
2B?
good.
it. No, but they all have like the gears and shit on their costumes. It's like, this is the Renaissance, you piece of shit. Get down into
not the
your fucking
industrial
leather
era?
underwear.
Get down on it.
No, get into your fucking
Get
leather
down
underwear.
on
Be a
it.
man.
See, it's because steampunk is such a small and pathetic genre that they have to go to Renaissance fairs.
Yeah,
in order to
that's what they do. They go to Renaissance fairs and they buy overpriced shit.
Even though it's a fucking Victorian era shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not Renaissance.
Data.
It pisses me off.
Yeah.
Some of those girls are pretty cute though.
Mm.
Wearing a corset.
That is pretty nice.
Nice.
That is
Sadly,
hot.
they're
Dude,
almost
corsets
never
are
deeply
Pretty
yet.
fucking hot.
They are hot. Yeah, I agree.
They're pretty nice. They're pretty nice.
You see a lot of them at fucking Renaissance fairs.
Do you?
Yeah. Some people should not be wearing them. Some,
You see 300-pound whales in corsets.
thankfully I have
Oh,
not.
boy.
But I've seen a pretty large woman in a corset. That was not pleasant.
That's gotta be bad because it just
It just pushes everything.
it
together.
compresses it like
Oh yeah.
you would look like a bottle or something. Yeah, like you have a
I'm
tight
like Genie
top
in a
and then
bottle?
yeah, like a genie bottle, a Will Smith genie bottle.
And on that note, everybody, see ya later. I don't know how the fuck do you end this shit.
Are we ending the podcast?
We can
I don't
end
know.
it. We've been going for 58 minutes.
15 minutes? That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
What else we gotta talk about? What else is there? Oh, we didn't talk about Alita.
Yeah, Alita was a movie. Thank you. Goodbye.
Alita was a movie. She has big eyes. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, until we get more on it, I mean, there's no real point in talking about it.
It's
'Cause
not.
It was all just set up and story, fucking origin shit. Not much to talk about yet.
It's
Are
true.
we even allowed to talk about it? Doesn't it have like a fucking 3-day?
Ooh, that is true.
A what?
Just cut this part out then.
Wait, a 3-day what?
There are
Embargo.
embargoes on reviews.
Really?
Yeah, everything has
Then
it.
just don't post this for 3 days.
Don't post this for 3 days.
Yeah.
Are you sure, yeah?
As long as you're not going in depth on what's happening, you
And
just
we didn't.
you just say whether or not you'd like it.
Yeah.
I think you're good.
That's what we did. Honestly, who's gonna fucking find this shit and take it down?
Nobody.
Exactly.
I mean, you'd be surprised.
Nobody's watching this shit. Everybody I'm talking
Nobody.
to, they're just my imaginary friends. Love you guys.
Love you too. All right, we can
I'm
end
not
it.
talking to you.
We can end
Talking
it.
to my imaginary
We can end
viewer
it
friends.
there.
All right.
I'm Jonathan.
I'm Jeremy Dess.
And I'm Anthony, and you can fuck off, Jeremy.
Jeremy Dess.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.